Hey YouTube! Today's going to be a little different. Recently I've been collaborating with a really talented YouTuber whose channel is called Hobby Hunt. And in our last collaboration we did, which was a 30-minute Blender modeling challenge, we had some equipment difficulties. It happens to everybody, but we lost some footage on his side. So I figured it would be a shame for that footage to go to waste. So you're going to see my side on here, and the process I went through to model the Tardis from Doctor Who in 30 minutes. And spoiler alert, I cheated just a little bit. So I hope you enjoy, and you should go and check out Hobby Hunt for some really, really good footage and interesting Blender tutorials.
So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. This whole time I've been waiting for a good object that I can Ian Hubert, because I think that'll be a good way to get a really, really nice result quickly, and that'll just totally destroy Kimball. Hopefully he doesn't get too mad at me. For those of you who are not familiar with Ian Hubert, he's done this really nice series of lazy tutorials on Blender. And one of his tricks that you see the most often is he'll import an image as a plane, and then he cuts it up and uses that as his mesh, where he'll contour things in the shape using the image as the texture of it. The advantage is that it looks really realistic because the lighting and the texture is real. So I'm going to try to do that. Like I said, hopefully Kimball doesn't get too mad at me. What I like to do when I'm Ian Huberting is I line up my main edges. So then, Ian Hubert style, we're going to cut out everything we don't need anymore, deleting those faces. And then we've got the start of something here. So if I'm doing a true Ian Hubert, we're gonna side view it, try to line it up just a little bit, and you can see that the edges are a little wonky because there's perspective in the camera that we're using. So to get around that, we're gonna get as clean of an edge as we can. I'm planning to remodel this top lamp thing. I don't think there's any saving that. So we're gonna get what we think are straight edges, which theoretically should be straight. And then here's where the magic happens. Size Z0. Same here. I'm gonna select a couple that should be parallel, size Z0. Should be parallel, size Z0. Alright. And then same thing with size, this would be what, X? No, that's not working. Size Y. There we go. Size Y0. Are you catching the vision yet? Alright. Now, something I am sure that you've noticed on this is that it's still looking a little wonky. Do you see how some of these edges in the image look really funky? I think there's a fancy way to fix that, but something else you can do is actually just subdivide that plane. So that, like, I'll show you just a little test one here. You see how that cleans it right up. Our subdividing piece here that we're going to do to clean up some of this is we're gonna try to give some geometry to some of these squares here. So I'm just gonna cut these out. You see that? And I'm getting something weird here. That's probably gonna be fixed by, yeah, changing up some of our blend mode settings. That'll help. So I'm gonna outline some of these boxes, and with every bit of geometry we add, can you see it's getting a little cleaner? Then we're gonna snag these faces, and in the picture you can see they're inset just a little bit. So I'm going to extrude those in. Just a hair. We're just giving ourselves some geometry. We're looking kind of nice here, and look at this top piece here. You can see that this is extruded a little bit. So we're gonna come up here. And you can tell that my line isn't totally straight. Oh, we were going a little fast. When I'm doing this for real, I try to take more time, but it is what it is. I'm not mad. We're gonna end up cutting some of that out just with the knife tool. Okay. All right. So we're gonna snag all of these and extrude it out a little bit, just like that. Again, this just gives us nice geometry. I'm happy with this image that we ended up with, because it's actually got fairly even lighting. Sometimes the pre-existing lighting will mess you up a bit when you Ian Hubert. Ian, if you ever watch this, I hope you're proud of me for using your name as a verb. Okay. And what I want to do to really sell this is I actually want to turn these panes into glass and have it kind of shine from the inside. I think that'll be a nice effect. So I'm going to take all of these faces, bring them in just a little bit, and then we're going to add a new texture for them and assign it. And we'll just make this glass, and we're gonna make it kind of a textury, foggy, messy glass, and that'll just be nice. Like, that's not a bad effect there. If we've got time, I'm gonna add a noise texture to that as well, just to make it look even fancier. Oh, that's looking okay. That's looking okay. So let's redo this last bit here. So we're gonna Shift D it, RZ, and bring it back in here one more time. And then you'll see, I'm gonna do a really quick and dirty fix on some of the geometry. Okay. Jank almost complete. Okay, and then, oh gosh, under 5 minutes, let's make just the crappiest little light for up here. We just need something. So, oh man, YouTube, I am so sorry. So we're going to wireframe it, get rid of these, and extrude down. Give us just a little pill shape that we can work with here. Try to kind of right size that. Okay. And then, dare I, let's do it. We're going to do a modifier, and wireframe I think is down here. Scale that up a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to give this just a nasty black texture. Kind of see what I'm doing there? Maybe. Alright, we will bump our thickness up. I feel like it's not chunky enough. There we go, something like that. Okay. And then I want this to be just a little emissive. I don't know, you think we're fooling anybody? Did we make it? Shading, let's do a nice little sky texture in here. I like sky textures because they always look kind of good, and they're just easy to do. And I want something really dusky, so we're gonna drag the light around. Ooh. See, this exposes how janky our glow is here. I don't like that at all. 46 seconds. Do I try to throw a texture on it? I think we do. We're gonna have this go in here. It's getting really mad at me. It hates what I'm doing to it. We're gonna bump up our roughness. Up, down. Come on. Give me something good here. You see, that's not too bad. I kind of like that. Alright. And 10 seconds. I think this is it. We're out of time.